this is super exciting. It's been a few days since we've been in the bus, since I've been in the bus. And it looks like he's gotten a ton done. The fanciest part are these lights. Look at these, down the catwalk. Got the lights down the catwalk. And the floor is okay. Remember the last time we were live talking to you guys, we were worried about the state of the floor and if it had survived the flood, the storm. And it has, and that's awesome that we don't have to rip it up. So that's super cool. But since then, he's gotten lots of boards, different things going on like that.
Framing.
Lots of framing. He asked me if I noticed anything right when I walked in. I didn't. But then when I took a second, I went, oh, wait a second. There's lights and it's not dark. That's really cool.
Well, a lot of what I've been doing too is doubling these up. So, I don't know if you can see.
I do wonder if our video is actually like streaming. Is it? Oh, cool, it is. Okay.
Yeah.
We've been having issues, so.
But doubling these up just because we need the.
And what's the purpose of that?
For
Okay.
Structure.
See those? Structure. I keep hearing that word a lot.
Structure is the key word. I'm building the core structure. Also built this out. We kind of talked about this the last time in regards to like framing out that wheel well, so that our composting toilet is going to be on that one. The other ones are pretty much going to be like closets, except this one back here, which will be kids' bunk beds.
Okay.
So. They still need to be secure. They need to be structured. They need to have a good foundation to make sure that we have a nice home to live in.
Very cool. And we did decide, we're really trying to maximize space, right, in the schoolie and the bus. So at first we weren't going to use this whole area for the toilet, and then we realized that we don't want our feet to like hang out into like the common sink area. So we decided we are going to use the whole area, which will be nice. But we also talked about the shower, and we've been going back and forth on how much room do we need for a shower, right, James? So what did
that has been a big question.
And we ordered it officially today, correct? So
Yes.
right.
So it'll be about.
So how big did we
It'll come out
decide
a little
on?
bit farther, but it'll be about this one.
Okay. And at first we were really, you see the tape, you see us doing our bill, and at first we said we need the whole thing. He's, a big guy. But then we decided we can't. But you do want it to come out long way, so it will be this deep, right?
I did some measurements. It's going to come out to about here, and it'll be 2 foot wide, so it'll be kind of like here.
It's just the bus is getting smaller and smaller. It feels that way. It really, really does. But the framing takes a lot longer than I realized. That's definitely fair. How much more of the framing needs to be done? How much more will get done? So I know you were doubling up.
I just have to double up this one on top, and then pretty much I'm done outside of just like framing out like beds and furniture and stuff. So I'm doubling up this one right now. I already kind of started back there, which you probably can't see.
You guys probably can't
but,
see it.
After that, I mean, I pretty much have everything.
Yeah, for sure. Smaller and smaller. Yeah, I believe you. It really is. Me too. We're really excited for the bus. That's what's another thing we're going to be working on soon. The solar. That's really exciting.
Electrical. Yeah.
The electric.
Now I'm gonna have to put like electrical boxes and different things like wherever we need them throughout, right? Like bedrooms, living room area, things of that nature. So.
Did you get this covered?
It's covered. Just stuff.
What is this coloring? What is all this? Is that where?
That's just from when they.
I thought it was something else from the water. I can't believe that we managed, guys. The last time we were live, we were talking about how the storm came in and it just started coming into the bus, and we were terrified, and we thought we might have to rip out the whole floor. But the bus floor is safe. It is good. It is perfect. As soon as he's done framing, he's going to seal. You say electrical, but like he's going to seal the floor. The floor will be sealed. We won't have to have any other scares about water. Hopefully, friends. There's just wires kind of hanging around. He actually cut so many wires. he didn't cut wrong ones? I don't know, but he actually did pretty well. What's the budget? That's a good question. You know, I feel like it started out at a number, but it's like elevated. You know, it's not as cheap as you think. But what is the budget that we are kind of like, you know, hoping to stay
So
around?
I think the biggest surprise was the solar, right? Because I've looked at some solar systems for like RVs and different things, and when I really, and you know, so I had a number in my head. When I really started looking into it to have what we need to go off grid, it was more than double that. So
Thank you.
that took a big chunk out of the budget. But also, it's like a lot of small things, right? Like all the big stuff was about what I thought it was, right? Like there's no surprises. We did a lot of research, but it's those little things that add up, right? Because it's like, oh, I need this certain tool to do like this specific thing for solar, right? For example, that I've never done before. Well, I don't have that. I have to buy
that's awesome.
it, right?
Someone,
That's
sorry.
another.
Yeah, someone's saying they're off grid as well. That's our goal. That's why we invested in the really good solar. So for maybe other people, they might be able to do what we're doing without such a high budget, but that solar that we are getting is really going to kind of, you know, heighten that level, but it's definitely going to be so well worth it. That's one thing that we're really, really excited about. We also are doing things a little different, whereas like our water tank, we're doing a full stainless steel water tank for just the water, and that one was much more expensive. So it's like little things that add up to being more expensive.
Well, and then even like the other big thing that surprised me that probably is more than double what I thought it would be is going to be like replacing these windows, right? So, if you guys can see.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a movable. Yeah, we're going to be driving the bus. He's going to drive the bus. Yeah, they asked if it was going to be a movable like a RV.
Oh yeah. No, not just a tiny home. I have seen where some people do that. This thing does drive, right? Because we bought this like 250 miles away, and I had to drive it home.
Yeah.
And the power steering didn't work, so that was an adventure. So that's another thing I have to fix before we get on the road.
It was a long drive, guys.
Very long.
Yeah.
And I didn't have headlights.
Yeah. You would want a tub. Yeah, we're not going to have a tub. We're just going to have our shower.
So one thing we are doing on that is we do have an infant, right? So like infants kind of need like a bath. I found like deeper shower pans. It's like 10.5 inches so that we can give the baby a bath, right?
Yeah.
An adult, probably not, but a baby, it'll be perfect for.
Yeah. I have to get close to see it, that's all. I'm trying to read and respond to comments. We're actually looking at the children right now as we speak out the window of the bus. Guys, we're really excited. So you're doing electrical immediately after this, or are you going to seal the floor?
Probably seal the floor first. I get this all cleaned up and seal the floor. And
I'm really curious to see how much more this thing feels like it's just going to, you know, on us once we have like the walls and
I
stuff
think the
like
biggest
that.
thing will be when we get this ceiling in, because like right now, right, like I've got a couple more inches, like there's probably 3 inches. It's gonna be gone, right? And like I'm not super tall, I'm like 5'11", but I mean you can see, right? Like I don't have a lot, but you know, like when that's in there, it's by my estimation, it's like 6'3". I should have like 4 inches when I'm out here in the middle, but when I'm over here on the side, that's my height. Like that's
Right.
my head.
Right, yeah, it's gonna be tight. So for some of those hallways that we're gonna have, you know, on the side might be a little,
I'll have to die. I'll be the only one hitting my head, so just me.
we'll see. Well, that's exciting. I'm really glad we got to come in here and take a look. We have not, we have so many pieces like we've talked about in the house, but we have not officially, you know, gotten a lot of the stuff in. We're just kind of keeping it. I'm gonna see if I can move you guys. So we have not gotten the chair, but his chair has come in. His seat has come in. So as you guys can see, right now it's just got the base. But
So I
soon,
got a swivel base so I can turn my chair.
yeah, so because that is going to act as his office as well, which is really exciting. That's really cool. So, I mean, we'll see. We'll see how much further we get. Hopefully, during the weekend, we're going to get a lot done.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed, guys, that a lot gets done during the weekend. I feel like we always say that. And sometimes it happens and sometimes it doesn't. So, but it looks like good weather this weekend, which is a good thing. Although he's out here even when it rains, he'll be hunkered down into the bus. I'm really liking these lights. Okay, these are really
These are pretty
fancy.
slick.
Because did you order these?
Yeah.
Yeah, these are fancy.
Amazon.
All right, well, I like it. And it feels so good in here right now, guys. Like our nice. Oh wait, does everybody want to see what we did so that water doesn't come in through our makeshift air conditioner again? He built a beautiful awning for. I don't know if you guys can see it through the window. You can kind of see it through the window. Oh yeah, absolutely. We definitely.
I
Yeah,
just
we
took
can't
some
wait.
scrap wood and threw it together just to
But it
protect
works.
it. But it works.
It works, and that is what's important. So, no more water, no more leaking. He's gonna knock out the framing. He's gonna get in the electrical. We're gonna get it sealed, and then what comes next?
Hopefully I'll get the pieces for these windows. We can kind of start getting all that in.
Yeah.
Then it's going to be kind of starting to build things that we will need structurally. That's probably going to include like, couch and obviously the beds. That's going to be probably the first thing because we have a big bed to build and plus the bunk beds for the kids.
But I think then it's gonna go quick. I feel like this part, like all of like the gutting it and then all of kind of setting up the foundation is taking a long time. But then I feel like it's just gonna start rolling really, really quickly, guys. I really, really do. I think it's just gonna explode. So I'm really excited that we got to show you guys, that we got to give you guys like a real-time update of what things are looking like. I'm gonna let him get back to work because otherwise I won't see him till midnight. As it is, it's usually like what, 9:30, 10 o'clock. I'm like, are you coming in yet? So I'm gonna let him get back to work. Thanks for hanging out with us, and we will see you guys soon.